Hi, welcome back to John's Mini Mechanics. I'm still around. Life has been interesting. Just been chasing the boys, trying to figure out where I am in life, who I am. It's real weird. Having a tough time. But it's weird, the loss of my mom. It's been tough, not because I miss her or loved her or anything like that, because I didn't. And I don't. And I think maybe that's what the problem is. I should see a therapist. But anyways, back to why we're here today. Mini Maxx from Traxxas. So my wife, my fantastic wife, picked this up for Father's Day for me and got me a few upgrades. And I have been buying upgrades left and right. I got an Amazon gift card and got this all steel chassis protectant. I like it. It adds a nice amount of weight to the bottom of the Mini Maxx. And adding the wide Maxx and GTR shocks, which I'm a little bit perturbed because these are the GTR long shocks, which are essentially the same shock as the front shock for the Stampede, Wrestler, so on. But the spring, there's a lot more coils going on. And I like that it's not a progressive rate spring. Maybe it is, and I don't know. However, with that said, I do want to upgrade the springs because when I add more weight, it's going to need it. So Traxxas, if you're listening, give us some new springs because you've got a middle ground yellow spring on these right now, and definitely would like a blue spring. The body's holding up pretty good. It doesn't have much. Doesn't have any protection on the inside, but aside from the paint wear from the side skirts, alright, it's a bit dirty, but I've got a Maxx 10 ESC and a 4100 kV 3652 Hobby Wing. I've only ran it on 2S, and I kind of only plan on running it on 2S. It's so small. I mean, it just wheelies and backflips onto its top of its body if you full squeeze. What else have I added? I added a 22 tooth pinion gear. So go a wee bit faster. And I have upgraded the differentials to the 10780X, which now, from the looks of it, they're going to be dropping the 10780X number, and they're replacing all the 10780 differential with the bevel gear differential. So now it'll be a 10780 part number or a 10780X was the old replacement part number. I added the wheelie bar, which I kind of wish Traxxas had green aluminum wheels. That'd be awesome, but it doesn't. I've had the GTR shocks, which I went with 40 weight because it's not that heavy. So I like it. What else have I added? Oh, not sure if you can tell, but that's a different servo case. That's a 2275 off of a Traxxas sledge. It's a $70 servo, and then I got a TQI transmitter and receiver off. So I got a servo, transmitter, and receiver off of Jenny's RC, and I saved $100 using Jenny's RC getting those parts, and yeah, I'm just flabbergasted by it. Let's see, what else did I add? I do have a front bulkhead. As you can see, it's green. A GPM green. Matches the shock, but doesn't match anything else. So I hit something and split differential case. No one had it for the non-improved case because I have a V1 Mini Maxx, which is fine. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep buying GPM parts and keep all my other parts off to the side and build another one of these, because honestly there's only 4 items you can't buy as of currently for the Mini Maxx, and that's the shock tower, front and rear. Underneath front and rear, there's these guards. Underneath these plates, those 2 items are the only 2 things that you can't buy to keep it all together. That's aftermarket. So you do need the shock tower, front and rear, and you do need these lower right here on each end. But otherwise, they sell everything else. The chassis is $230, $250, somewhere around there. That's a long time out, but hey, maybe I'll just get the improved plastics and build another one with all the spare parts I have left over that I have. But the plastic steering, I'm a big fan of. At this point, adding any more aluminum or stainless just kind of be ridiculous and silly. I wanted to add the 3662 motor, but the extra 10 mil would have just crushed the sensor wire. So on my Stampede, I added a Robinson Racing slipper clutch. Love it. Just beefy. It's loud. The spur gear is loud. I'm going to be ordering VG Racing race tuned springs for the Stampede. And the upgraded bevel gears. Not bevel gears. Helical front and rear differential. And so I do have, where is it? Drive shaft that I had on for about 5 seconds, and then I completely cut through almost because I had the ESC mount for the Maxx 10 incorrectly installed incorrectly. But I have this GPM center differential, and I put it in, and the first thing it did was destroy the front pinion. Just snapped it in half. First squeeze, snapped it in half. Here it is, right there, snapped at the end. You'd think Traxxas would harden that, but nope, just sintered steel. So, yeah, man. This thing rips on 2S. I went out to my sister's yesterday with both of them, my sister-in-laws, and they both boogie. I can't keep the front end down on the Stampede when I full squeeze, which is kind of nice. And hopefully I'm going to get some videos this week at the RC park getting and ripping this in the Stampede. Word of advice, if you do the wide Maxx kit, you get or if you just get the GTR shocks, at all 4 corners, they're going to wear against the drive shafts. The plastic drive shafts, the HD plastic drive shafts, are far too big to use with the GTR shocks. However, once they wear out, you get that wear line in, they're good to go. I don't hear any noise, any racket. Oh, I did add some purple wheel nuts because I think they look good. I like the purple. I'm gonna go with the Joker scheme on this. I would like to pick up a clear body and paint it purple and Tamiya purple, or maybe midnight purple pearl. Kind of want something bright though. So maybe if they got like a fluorescent purple or polycarbonate bodies. Other than that, not much is going on in the RC world for John. I haven't been out crawling or trailing a very long time. I think I am gonna put together my new Bronco, my yellow Bronco. It needs a servo installed, so I think I'm gonna install a servo and gonna take it up to the hobby shop so I can get more parts for my RC cars. Put it up for sale. I still haven't sold the FMS, the K5. It's listed for $250. So maybe I'll go up there and list it for $200 a day when I go to get the front and rear differential. Because even though these beveled gear differentials are good, I don't think they're going to hold up. So I'm just going to, well, I kind of have to. Because in order to run this drive shaft, it goes together like this. And then your pinion goes in here. Your pinion goes in right here. So this pinion's fine. It's on this shaft, so it's not going to snap. But you have all of this, and then abruptly it goes. It changes. No thank you. That's why it snaps. With the slipper and the center diff. They break. They break almost instantly. Practically instantly. And it's just disappointing. The Traxxas doesn't have anything yet, and it's been out over a year. I'm gonna do some Magma tires. Maybe I'll do some choppers, because they got them in stock. And Lord knows when the Magmas will come out. Oh, I got another torn tire. So I got 2 torn rear tires. That's nice. So I guess I may need tires. I'll just glue it. Alright, everybody. I really appreciate y'all stopping by, checking out this video. Love y'all. And like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one.